Good morning, everyone. It's me, Rory Paddock, for picksfromthepaddock.co.uk. It is on the nod and it is live. We're just coming up to 9 o'clock. It's Friday. It is the 4th of August, and I've got 7 horses. I'm going to be back in this afternoon to hopefully kick off the week and end the working week with a pot load of cash from those bookies satchels. So, with 7 to get through, I want to get straight into it and go to my first selection, which comes in the 2 o'clock at Wolverhampton. Now, perhaps it's going to be a bit tad, well, perhaps a tad harsh on the other runners, but I can only see the winner coming from 2 runners. Surprisingly, no, it's not the current market leader. Kitten's Dream, I think, has a really decent chance at the odds, and Burford, my selection, stand out from the lineup. I am opting for the Ewan Williams trained Burford. It's been consistent this term without claiming success, but it seems he's been found an easy enough contest to return to the winner's enclosure, especially back at a course he's got a good record at. Currently 5-1, it's an each way bet to nothing with bookmakers paying a fifth of the odds. If you find a bookmaker generous enough to pay a quarter of the odds, I think it's a shoe-in to finish in the money, or at least in the placings. Burford, my idea of the winner in the 2 o'clock at Wolves. Sticking with Wolverhampton, we're going to go to the final race on the card. It's the 5:25 and it's Royal Dream. Now, despite 2 very poor performances on both starts here at Wolverhampton in the past, the Ed Dunlop trained runner cannot be ignored. A return to the all-weather and drop-in trip should help, and with the £5 claim of jockey Morgan Cole also aiding his chances, he's got a strong chance. Each way price around 15-2, best odds at the moment. Hufflepuff with Ben Curtis on board does look the most likely victor. I couldn't put anyone off backing that, but I'm going to go for one at a bigger price. And I think Eagle Eye Tom could potentially give our selection something to think about, but I'm going to go Royal Dream each way there in the 5:25. Those are my 2 from Wolverhampton. We're then going to go to Bath. Obviously, we saw these silks yesterday at Goodwood, and Nashwa couldn't deliver in the big race, but I'm hoping Connections can make up for that a little bit in the 7:05 with Ribal. Now, Ribal hasn't shaken off their maiden tag in 5 stars so far, but he has gone close. I think a drop in grade and in what looks a lesser race should be of benefit for the Andrew Bold in charge. Holly Doyle doing the steering, I'm hoping is going to be 6-time lucky and he finally claims that first success. That being said, however, Elegancia gets a wait for sex allowance, which should see her go close. That's the big danger, I think, to my selection. Everything else, sort of, I'm not that worried about, but Elegancia is the one that does make me worry somewhat. Nevertheless, Ribal, I'm going to go to hopefully win its first race. Then earlier in the day, we're going to go to Newmarket in the 6:20. It's not something I normally say, but it's my sort of 5-star bet. If you have to just bet one of my horses this afternoon, it would be Swiss Star. It looks a horse with a huge amount of potential compared to the other rivals. It's only had 3 starts. It won at Doncaster last time out. Aims to make it another win in what is her handicap debut. She's been found a pretty easy enough contest to kickstart her handicap campaign. William Buick actually heads to Flat HQ for this ride, and I think that's telling in itself. I just think Swiss Star is head and shoulders above anything else in this field and could have the potential to do much better than this grade. Swiss Star, my idea of a guaranteed cert. Although, in fairness, at 11-8, you're not going to exactly, you're not going to pay off the mortgage. But you know what? If you want a winner, that's my idea of one there in the 6:20. Sticking with Newmarket, we're going to go to the 8 o'clock. And I'm going to go with Ard Bracken, currently a 10-1 price. Now, I have to confess, this selection is one based on the notion that after their last 2 performances, I've been convinced that Ard Bracken is being saved for another day. She was set to run at Nottingham on Thursday, so yesterday, but instead takes up her entry here at Newmarket. Former course winner, she likes it at the venue, and despite showing very little of late, you'd have to wonder if Mick Appleby would be sending her all this way down from Yorkshire unless she had a sneaky chance of producing a much better effort than she has shown of late. Ardbracken, tentative selection, but I just think there's a bit of a wink, wink, nudge, nudge about this horse, who's perhaps not been seen intentionally to his best ability of late, and it could spring a shock. He did attract market support last night with back down to 6-1, drifted back out again, but maybe that support does give a bit of an indication as to the horse's chances. Ardbracken, my H-way tip, there in the 8 o'clock. Then we head on all the way up to Scotland in the 8:20 at Musselburgh, and I'm going to go with looking for Linda. Again, another 10-1 shot. Former course and distance winner returns to a course where she has a 100% record and drops to this grade for the first time since October last year. Clearly, connections hold her in high regard, having raced at Royal Ascot and enlisted level all throughout this term. Now up against lesser opposition, and with cutting the ground likely to suit, she could produce a performance far better than she's done of late and far better than her odds suggest. Obviously, last year's race winner, Only Spoofing, looks to be the biggest danger. Again, I couldn't really put punters off backing that, but I'm going to go for an each-way shot, looking for Linda, now back to this level, to pounce and continue to have and hold her unbeaten streak here at Musselburgh. Then finally, my last selection, we're going to go back to Flat HQ, back to Newmarket, and we're going to go a Taser in the 8:30. Course and distance winner, went close when second in his most recent outing, likely to come on for that performance, and with a record of one win from one start over course and distance, when the ground is good, then he has conditions to suit. Way below his last winning mark. He's also waited to go close. Of the remainder, you've got Ed Walker's Canoodled and fellow course and distance victor Outrun the Storm, who look best of the rest. But a Taser, who's also attracted market support over the night, is my idea of the selection in the 8:30. So my 7 today, here we go. Bufford actually should be each way, so apologies there. So ignore that win. Next to Bufford, it is each way. Royal Dream each way, Swiss Star to win, Rebel to win, and Ardbracken looking for Linda and a Taser, all each way selections. I'm going to probably put them in some sort of each way hind, super hind, something like that, some sort of combi, small stakes, bit of interest. Obviously, if you want selections for Galway and Goodwood, head on over to our completely free app. I've been Rory Paddock for picksandpaddock.co.uk. As always, any likes, comments, and shares, very much welcome. Fingers crossed, touch wood, and good luck if you follow.